aero and the right amount of downforce to make sure that the car can be, still very comfortable and steady at that speed. So at the front, you'll see now these redesigned headlights that integrate all functions into one module, and that gives space for this interesting thing here. You see the vanes, and what that is actually active aerodynamics. Now you can also see that the front lip now has been extended downwards. So if you want a more subtle look, you can actually fold it back up. And of course, at the back, we have that beautiful extendable rear wing. That's a turbo trademark, of course. And all in all, that means that the drag is reduced when you're driving normally, so it's more efficient. But when the car needs to, it will generate enough downforce at 300 kilometers per hour that the car feels absolutely steady. So the rest of the cars, you can see you still have the traditional styling cues of the turbo. So you've got these Turbo 9 accents. The car's absolutely wider. You can see it's really butch and kind of like muscular, right? And you've got those intakes on the side, which are another turbo trademark, right? And of course, at the back also, later you can have a look, titanium exhaust system, 6.8 kilograms lighter than the previous one.
Every kilogram makes a difference.
Absolutely
you want to go fast. So yes, and look, we now know the 911 Turbo is an all-rounder, but for multiple purposes, for applications. But it must mean there's a lot of tech
Absolutely.
under the skin to enable this performance. So, and again, headlines. What can you tell us about that?
Headlines only. I'm going to keep it short because there's so much to talk about, right? But mainly, look, like we said, the character of the 911 Turbo it is a luxury car, but also a super sports car, right? So we need to make luxury more accessible, meaning more comfort, right? But we also need to make performance more dynamic, right? So that's exactly what the tech in this car does. So I'll start with rear axle steering, which now comes standard on the 911 Turbo S. And of course that makes the car very easy and maneuverable in the city, which is what you need, right? And of course at high speed, you're gliding with because the wheels turn in the same direction. And of course, with this new 400-volt hybrid system, we've been able to integrate something that we call, okay, wait for it, this is going to be very German, electro-hydraulic Porsche dynamic chassis control. EHPDCC. Okay, we'll call it that, okay? So what it is essentially we now have electric control of the dampers on all four corners, and I can send, let's say, more pressure onto one corner to stiffen it up, right? Whenever I want to, or I can remove to make it soft. So it all sounds a lot of like technical mumbo jumbo, but essentially what it means is comfortable becomes even more comfortable, and dynamic becomes more dynamic. So it's the same idea as before, just elevated to the next level.
Absolutely love it. It's such an amazing car.